What's up, my beautiful people? How are we doing this good, lovely day? Can I get just a quick feedback if everything is okay, guys? If the sound is okay, if the voice is okay, just give me a quick update. Today we will be covering Bitcoin. We will be covering, maybe at the end, if we get enough time, we will be covering also Ethereum. But for now, because of the good action Bitcoin is providing us, we will probably just stay on Bitcoin and see what the price action has to offer. I hope you are all excited as I am, because today is a wonderful day, honestly, not gonna lie. And I'll show you why, and we will do some digging into some order flow, what's happening currently, and of course we will check out next areas of interest, and so on and so on. We will check out also new features on MMT, especially the naked imbalances, which is one of my favorite things that I have been waiting for some time now, and we got them. I just put on some sunglasses so I look cool, but I'm not cool. But let's say I look cool, and I'll keep them on for the stream. Currently, I'm just gonna go quickly over the price action just to see where we are and what's happening here. Sweet glasses. Thank you, Michael. So currently, just a quick recap. We can go into that later on, but because now it's just the price is like really intense. We are in an area of interest of mine. Honestly, the dream scenario would be, as I mentioned, I don't know how many people follow me and tune in, but I was talking about the fake out of the triangle. I was like 80% sure we would have some sort of fake out of this triangle. And we did get a fake out. We went into an area of interest that we were keeping an eye, and we did take a short, and I will show you that later on. But yeah, we got a nice fake out, and as I mentioned, the dream scenario from here on, of course, you might get here a bounce because this is an area of interest. And I did get into initial long, but we will have to monitor that still. Honestly, the dream scenario would be just, it was a fake out to go back down and take out the liquidity. I'll show you all the liquidity that is there. But yeah, for now, I took an initial long, as also I mentioned to the members. Of course, everything is open, so I got an initial long. We'll look for some new support that will be created to compound that long. So always how I trade, look for an initial long, and then if some support is, I mean, you have to also have some confluence why to take that long. I did not just take the long once we tap the blue area. Okay, that's it. Like I'm in. No, but an initial long is, I like to take it when I see additional confluence, but for a bigger trade, for a compound on my long, I like to see a push. I like to see new support being created. Backtest that support, you have a clear invalidation, lower invalidation, and so on and so on. So you don't risk that much as if I would full ape on, like I'm in a long. We're also creating a 5-minute order block, which I honestly don't like, because what price action might do here. So this is for me a bearish order block. Usually when they are created, usually price goes down. So you might do just this, backtest this, and go back down. I don't like that. I don't want this to be created, but looks like we will create this, and probably price will go back down. But hey, traders have to lose sometimes. It's not like gambling, but yeah, you know your invalidation, you know your areas to trade. I did not trade anything here, so yeah, price is going here down. One thing that we are here, what I don't want to really lose, and that will probably confirm to me that we are going really lower, is that we have a nice point of control here still. I'm just gonna lower this maybe to 4, yeah. Okay, that point of control is a little bit lower. Let's say this one here. So yeah, the point of control is still here. So this is where I will have my invalidation. If we don't bounce from here, then yeah, as I mentioned, 5 minutes, reclaim the 5-minute order block. I'll be bullish. I will compound on my long, but honestly, if I see rejection here, it's not gonna be good. So that's kind of my idea for the current price action. Let's see how this unfolds. Just give me a second, guys. I need to manage my trades, of course. Okay, so let's see how price reacts. Now, will we reject from the 5-minute order block? Will we reject from the area of interest? Yeah, that's kind of the thing we need to really take care of here. Guys, if you have any questions, let me know. But yeah, it's just monitoring the price. I really like the volume here. We really have a lot of negative open interest, negative volume here, negative delta, a lot of it, some limits absorbing those shorts, those longs being stopped out, a lot of spot also being here sold off, which I really like. At the lows, you really want to have like a lot of scared people, and this is kind of what we have currently. Now, the agenda of the market makers, sometimes you have everything perfect and you don't get what you want. So this is maybe one thing, but yeah, you can see now 5-minute reaction here from the order block. So I will lower a little bit my position size, just that initial long that I took. I will lower it a little bit, so take off a cut and wait for the reclaim of some support. Okay, there we go. So even if I lose now, honestly, I'm really okay with it, because it's really a small amount for now. No compound, no bigger position, no bigger risk. So yeah, all in all, good. We'll see how this goes. Okay, let me put on some juicy music, just so we are a little bit chiller, so it's not that silent, because there will be a lot of monitoring the price. Okay, I hope it won't be too loud. Hopefully something like this. Let me know if the music is too loud. If you have, again, any questions, I'm trying never to get rich, or I trying. Yeah. Okay, so here you see we rejected from that 5-minute order block. Still looking for some absorption currently from the order book. I don't honestly see it. Not major protection from any exchange, maybe a little bit on Binance side, but honestly from others, I don't see anything relative here. Binance putting some support here below us. No major cluster, but as I said, I'm still in that initial long. We'll see how the point of control reacts here. As I mentioned, I did not take here the long, I took it here below. So all in all, I have some room for that invalidation. So we'll see how that point of control reacts here. But as I said, dream scenario would be really faking out and coming back again to the I know a lot of spot traders that are investors would not like this scenario, but honestly I would love it. So we'll see how this reacts at the point of control, or in this area. Well, first thing is reclaiming the 5-minute. If we do this, if we get a bullish momentum here, back to the 5-minute, I will look for a compound on my long. If not, yeah, gonna wait for another trade. That's my plan for current price action. All imbalances have been cleared at the highs. Maybe. Okay, let's see now what we get here. Again, a lot of volume, but nothing crazy. A lot of support. I mean, a lot of some support coming in. Some spot selling. This is the aggregated, so I don't have to check each exchange separately. So I have all the volume, all the data I have here aggregated. So pretty nice. Yeah, all in all, I don't see any reaction for now. We are below the point of control. So honestly, as I mentioned, I got already stopped out below the point of control. So let's see if we get the one thing where I would look for a long again is reclaim of this support area. That's the only case here that would get me to check in another long. That's kind of it. Or maybe look for the trend line. The trend line is looking good, but I don't have any additional support with that. So honestly, patient is key here. I'm not gonna trade anything until we come back to the 97K level, or we reclaim some support, which currently we are not doing even close to that. Give me a second, guys, to drink a little bit. So this is how I manage trades. Even if it's a loser, honestly, it doesn't bother me because it's really small amount. It's just looking for how the price will react. You created a bearish 5-minute order block. Again, it's called the bearish 5-minute order block. I closed up a little bit. Then you got the 5-minute back test. I closed again a little bit of it. So invalidation was below the point of control, got stopped out. Don't care, honestly. Now we got some absorption, we got some open interest rise on this short, so we got some aggressive shorts coming into those limits. Somebody stepping up to protect the current low. Also from spot side, ooh, nice amount of volume here. The low is not gonna lie, lots of volume, and I like it. But again, to get me considering another long, I need this, as I mentioned. I need this coming back testing and looking for higher. I don't care if I'll miss like here 0.5%. I don't care. All I care is if this will hold to get in a long, so I can get few percents. I don't care for those 5%. I'm not chasing the price, so that's kind of chill trading. No pressure. I don't care if now we bounce here. I don't care. I will get in my long one way or the other. Maybe not at the lows, maybe in the middle, but I will get there. So okay, let's do a little bit of bragging. So where did price reject from today? Yeah, this is something I've been calling for a few days now. Once this 4-hourly order block was formed, I was mentioning new 4-hourly order block. So this was created, when did I post this? Yesterday, not a few days ago, but yesterday. I mentioned the 4-hourly order block. This is the green box, but this only looks juicy for backtest and lower. And I did mention this a couple of times, so I would love to a little quick squeeze up to the new 4-hourly and then the new low. So this was also mentioned yesterday. So we got a quick squeeze up to the 8-hourly order block, 4-hourly order block, and then we drop down. So again, next step in my dream scenario is 97 or lower. So this was really perfect. You got also confluence with the weekly VWAP, I think so. Yeah, you got the confluence also with the weekly. So this is the red lines. The red line, you got a nice backtest of the weekly. Also, you had the previous day point of control, which was cleared out with that. Let me show you. So again, point of control, previous naked point of control was backtested here, and instantly you got a drop. So this was pretty nice. You got the previous lows, yesterday's lows. You got also poor lows, and this was also chopped through, and like everything was pinpointing on that scenario that I mentioned. So yesterday, again, what I said, quick squeeze up for the new 4-hourly order block and then the low. So why I was pinpointing all of this, you had uncleared volume, you had a nice order block, all of those confluences at the highs. You also had nice amount of trap traders. A lot of open interest was just coming in from the longs, lots of stop shorts, and yeah, I mean, here you can see just the amount of green delta, all on open interest going back down. At the highs, you had, yeah, a lot of longs closing. So this is basically it. Once you get negative delta with open interest down, that means a lot of longs were closing. And this also thing that I mentioned in Discord. So a lot of longs were closing back then. So nice area for a short to be taken out. So for a short to open a short. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's see what's happening here. Okay, point of control. Now, first thing is first, reclaiming the point of control and then reclaiming my area where I'm willing to look for a potential new long. Here, 5 minutes. Do you have any lower time frame point of controls? You got also the bubble pinpointing out that a larger amount of volume was opened here, closed. Yeah, let's go 5 minutes. Yeah, you can see just by the bubble, you can see the high volume tick. You can see the next high volume tick, which was the resistance where we backtested from. Yeah, all in all, guys, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm gonna go over. So if anybody is interested in how to use all of these tools that MMT can provide, you can gladly join the academy side of MMT. I'm just going to show you this. So the academy part of MMT, where me, Michael, and Krolik are teaching it, basically guiding you through price action, guiding you through our trades. I mean, everything's open. I'm not just gonna post a picture of a money shot and I don't tell you where I'm gonna trade or if I took that trade. So again, as I mentioned, so this was from the 4-hourly order block. So I'm still going with my plan, compound and short, still active. I closed a little bit because I didn't like the bullish CVD at the highs, but I still got most of my short, I still got open. And once the move happens, again, take your profits clearly. And this was pretty nice. So if you want guidance on price action, if you want to learn all the indicators, all the tools that are available on Market Monkey, I mean, you'll learn it here definitely, especially from Krolik. We have an educational part where we put educational videos once a week. Today was the day when Krolik created another video. I'm just gonna find it here so you can see. Krolik's my second video, introductions to footprints. Really nice formats. The guy really knows how to educate everything. He will show you like how to initialize those sort of flows, order footprint charts, and so on and so on. You can learn everything about that. So again, we have for this week, I think still we have the 20% discount off for the yearly subscription. So I think it's $30 per month, and I don't know, with the amount of guidance that you are getting here and the amount of educational videos, educational stuff you're getting here, I can promise you for this price, I mean, find me one guy or one tool software that has all of this for such a small price. So all in all, guys, whoever is willing to join, our doors are always open. Okay, so sexy picture, yeah. Really sexy picture. So yeah, for now, Bitcoin cannot come above the point of control. We'll see still about that. We might get the power. I think Bitcoin has been dropping for quite a nice while today. So I think some sort of relief bounce is in order. Now, will this be the relief bounce we were waiting for? You took out some nice liquidity, so you took out this low. Also, we did take out this low. So you did S&P, all of that liquidity here. That's why we got that bubble. That's why we got such an amount of longs being stopped out, shorts being really aggressive, and so on and so on. But yeah, the main area, as I said, looking for a new long if we come back above this region. Okay, now let's do a little bit of TA, guys. Let's do a little bit of TA, checking out maybe the higher time frame firstly. So the higher time frame, again, this was discussed on previous session. We also you got the live video from I think 2 weeks ago when I did it. Whoever is willing or wants to know what this area is about, you can check out the previous. I won't be going over that once again. For the lower part, we got nice liquidations at the lower part. I'll show you this in a second. Let's go through the liquidity heat map. So yeah, a bunch of liquidations are below the, let's say, triangle low, which was formed. I can show you this right here. So you can see we got the liquidation zones around 97k, or the lower part 95k. So this is basically the blue part I marked here. We got the upper part and we got the lower part of the liquidations. In between, I don't know if I'm gonna look for trade, but the first step of 97k or the 95k, so here below, that will be kind of major. I think we get some nice reaction from that. So I'll be ready. I know it's a large area. Even the one area is 1% and the bottom area is 1%. So honestly, this will be not an easy trade. It will be probably based mostly on order flow and volume. I'll show you also from volume side. You also have nice amount of volume here. So if we check out the volume that was here before we created another range, you can see the point of control of this range is around 96.5, 97, lower 97 area. For now, we are currently rejecting from coming back into the lower range because you have the value very high. First, initially, you need to come back in a previous range to look for lower areas as point of control or the value area low. So initial scenario is maybe looking for this point of control. Now, the main thing is, will you reject from the value area high and get acceptance back into the area, previous range, and go back down, back to the value area low where we got tons and tons of liquidity and an order block, a daily order block, which I really love. But that's a really harsh scenario. Second scenario is if we take out the liquidity, the first or the second, and bounce hard and create new all-time high. So we got lots and lots of scenarios. We have to be ready for them, but in the end, we are trading the lower time frame reactions. I haven't put any limits anywhere. I'm just still waiting and enjoying my trading during the day. So this is my kind of high time frame outlook on this and why I'm looking for those lower areas. Again, guys, if you have any questions, if something is unclear, let me know. Oh, gotta drink that water. Got to drink that water. Okay, so if you go on the lower time frame, yeah, we are still below. We are still below also the, I think, the point of control. Where is the point of control? Point of control. Point of control. Okay, maybe we are not really below. We are maybe currently reclaiming it or not, but I don't care. I won't trade a point of control. I'll trade something. So basically, if you come back up, so this is the 5-minute order block. If we close above, we will have a 5-minute order block here formed, and we might backtest that for a long. We might. So just patiently waiting what's gonna happen here. One thing that's new, and that's something I mentioned at the beginning of the stream. One thing that's new in MMT are stacked naked imbalances, and this is something I really wanted for quite a while, and as always, MMT delivers. And this is basically it. So you got the naked extensions of the stacked imbalances, and this is really nice. So what an imbalance is, this will be done in separate educational modules, but a quick recap of what stacked imbalances are basically just an imbalance between bids and asks. Maybe, I mean, not bids and asks, but the volume profile. If you take the cluster or the bid or ask side, you get an imbalance between them. Now, what that ratio is, that's configurable. Depends on what you want to use. This is just a quick recap, but as I said, the education module will be done probably by me, because I've used stacked imbalance for years. You have, I don't know if there is any tool out there that has minimum stacked imbalance. Like, this is really nice thing to have, so you can limit, or like just limit how many stacked imbalance. I mean, if I have 3, I need minimum 3 stacked imbalances, and then it will reappear on my chart. If I have 5, then I need 5 minimum stacked imbalances to be shown on the chart, in the candle, to be shown also on the chart as, let's say, a naked extension of the imbalances. Again, one thing that got my confluence with the 4-hourly order block above was, again, the stacked imbalance, stacked buying naked imbalance. We cleared out those, and even if you missed out on this long, you again got selling imbalances. And usually when you get selling imbalances, a lot of them, usually that's a nice thing to backtest, especially if you think this is the high, and we are in an area of interest, which we were. And you don't want to chase the highs. Why chase the highs if you had the clear naked stacked imbalance here to be tapped, to be backtested, and you got the clear invalidation a little bit above that stacked imbalance? That's it. You got into the short with no problem. Not just because of the stacked imbalance. As I mentioned, we had a lot of other confluences, but yeah. One thing that I want to mention is how I use stacked imbalances, but again, this will be more in depth in the educational modules. You get reactions. Let's say a pivot high. Let's say this was a pivot high, or let's see this example. So at the lows, you got stacked imbalances. This is good. This is something you want at the lows, and you will get a reaction from it. And we are getting currently reaction from it. But I have a statistic from those stacked imbalances, but in a few days, I won't tell you how many days. Usually those imbalances get cleared out. Usually when a low is put, a pivot low or a pivot high, it is without those imbalances. Currently we have those imbalances. This is what, if we don't clear them now, we might get a relief bounce for a few days, and then gradually we will be going back down and clearing those imbalances back. So I wouldn't say that this will be the pivot low from where we bounce and create new highs. Okay, the 5-minute has been created. Now let's see how price reacts. I won't be trading this because I as I mentioned, I like to see the upper part reclaimed. And for now, I don't want order blocks to be instantly back tested, but let's see if this will hold. But as I mentioned, I'm not taking a trade from here. On the higher time frame TPO, we got also poor lows. On the weekly time frame, we got also on the monthly TPO, we got also poor lows. So that's why I'm kind of, my dream scenario was going back to the 4-hourly back testing it and dropping back and clearing those lows. I know this is far-fetched. I know it's not that, I don't want to predict that much, but yeah, I predicted it and it came true. Now, will it be my dream scenario coming back down? We'll see that. Okay, let's see. Do we have any questions? We do not have any questions. We will still patiently wait for some questions to pop up. Guys, how are you doing? Please, again, what I wanted to mention, if you like the stream, give a like, reshare, share it on other social medias. If you really liked it, I hope I'm doing a good job of explaining things that are maybe more advanced to others, maybe not that advanced to some other people. But yeah, okay. This is good. This is looking good. You got the stacked imbalance. So as I mentioned, this could be nice relief bounce. Once we reclaim this area, I will be looking for that relief bounce to get into it. But I don't think this will be the low. I don't think this will be the low just because of the imbalances. And I think perfect scenario would be just come back here, range, and just go back down. We'll see still about that. But yeah, the 5-minute order block was a nice support. So you can see here the 5-minute. If you go on the lower time frame, you got a clean back test here, back test, and pushing back up. So whoever got into that long, I have not taken this long. So we'll see how we react here. Yeah, not that much longs going in. Open interest is pretty stable. You got a lot of positive delta, but of course on the relief bound, that's quite normal because you got stopped out shorts from the lows, and as you can see, we had a lot of shorts stopped out here. So this is nice with aggregated data. You don't have to check every exchange separately. Pretty nice. We'll check out also not the heat map spot. We'll check out also. Oh yeah, the order book bands were really nice also for indicating some lower highs. You can see also with 8-hourly order block, you got that confluence, like get into short, like it's that simple. This indicator is really nice. Just those pressure bands from the lows. Also, you got the indication that we might be pushing back up on the 4-hourly order block upper. You got also indication that we might be going down. So this was pretty nice. This was actually pretty awesome. Really simple indicator, but can indicate like nice pivot highs, nice pivot lows, inner highs. Pretty good and pretty fantastico. Okay, I want to check out spot just quickly here. Relief bounce. We got a limit here above on Binance. OKX also did absorb quite a nice amount. OKX, what I've been seeing from the past few weeks is that they've been kind of maybe not scalping, but day trading with a lots of spot positions. So you got here limits absorbed, they push back up price, they reset, they sell those limits, and again they were compounding here. Will they put another limit here below, just like scalping small ranges with spot? Will they put in limits here above again and then distribute there and go back lower? So this might be the relief bounce where they will maybe distribute this amount that they bought here. 50-minute order block, nothing. Okay, so we just got that lower 5-minute order block still here. We'll see. Still a lot of positive delta here. Not the TPO chart, sorry guys. What's the ratio for the bands until and what exchange? I use Binance. I use Binance for the, and I just like the bigger amount, so I don't like to have those lower. You can also check out the lower amounts for the bands, but join Discord, man. Join Discord. I have all the templates there posted, and you can copy the templates. It's really simple. I just share the link, share it, and then you can open it in your browser and just copy whatever settings you want. So. But yeah. Okay, we got some imbalances forming here, but really small amount. Let's see futures quickly. Oh yeah. Some longs came in from hyper liquid. I mean, some nice amount of longs. You can see open interest here. You can see open interest here. So we got a few hundred worth of Bitcoin, but they are trying to protect their positions. You can see the spoofs here in the order book. You can see the red lines sometimes. So once price goes a little bit down, they put a spoof to move. You can see here. Okay. You can see it here. So like instantly once the price comes back to the yellow line, it kind of bounces there. Will they try to keep their positions safe? I don't know if this will happen, if they will make it, but yeah, this is kind of how they regulate those bots. Once you see in the order book, once you see a nice amount of limits or a limit just being stacked there, then the bots automatically see, oh hey, we got support, let's push price a little bit higher. And then again, they put it higher. Again, bots, ooh, this is again support, but higher, let's push it again higher. So this is kind of what they're gradually doing here. You can see the candle was almost closed here, and you got the yellow line here, the yellow line above, at this price level, the yellow line. So they're just kind of spoofing the price, but they're not getting absorbed. They're just mostly there for bots to trade. You can see now that it was above and they push it back lower. Then again, it's here below. Will they try to keep it at support again? You can see. We'll see if we get that push, but yeah. Sometimes they don't get what they want. So sometimes it's just not enough and the pressure is too big and they do not get what they want. So yeah, you can see again. Just instantly when they show up, price goes up. I mean, it does not go up for 1K, but you can see the reaction again. Yellow line, again, yellow line above, the price goes down. So you can see they want to range here a little bit, or they will distribute, like you can see those distributions and accumulations on the probably 1 second. They're pretty how would I say it? They know what they're doing, so you do not know what they're doing. It's like with all the AI stuff and everything going on, it's kind of hard to keep track, but we still for now we can still see what they're doing. Once this gets probably too advanced, yeah, we'll see probably new strategies, maybe implementing some AI bots and so on and so on. Yeah, still 5-minute order block is resistance. We still did not reclaim the first resistance I want, so no longs for me currently still. Perfect scenario would be at least clear out those imbalances without making new imbalances and then pushing back up. We'll see. Or we push back up, get the relief bounce, but in a few days I'm almost sure we will get those imbalances cleared out. But yeah, I think that's it from my side. Guys, if you have any questions, I'm still here for a few minutes. I'll go over again, if somebody is new, Market Monkey has also an academy site where they have coaches, and one of those coaches is me. The second one is Michael, really good man, really good at scalping trades. One day, I think, I think on Monday or yesterday, he had a nice scalp trade, really nice scalp trade. Again, everything open book. He told where he will long, of course, paper money. And yeah, that price just bounced like he's just fantastic at scalp. I don't do that much scalps. I like to do daily trades, so day trades mostly. Sometimes I get even into scalps, but yeah. Crawling is the main guy for the education part. So today, if you want, the Discord is still open for free to everybody. I think still for this week, but then we will slowly close up only to Academy members. So for now, you have still 25% discount on the yearly subscription, which comes at $30 a month. So that's really cheap with all the stuff you're getting, live streams 4 times a week. The past few weeks, I think I did Sunday, also Michael did Fridays. So yeah, you are getting like maybe 6 sessions per week. Really good. When volatility comes, we are always here. Glad to direct the members what to look at, where to be careful, where to manage stop losses, and so on and so on. Like I did just here. So I'm not gonna long anything until we get a reclaim of the support, and I have valid reasons for why, and we will see that. Currently, the main thing is to keep the point of control of the lower range at support. If you keep this with confluence of bullish CVD, for now you can see the CVD is gradually just going up here. I don't see any bullish CVD currently. A big sell-off from Binance Spot, and especially on OKX. On OKX, we already know that they had limits, but yeah, that were absorbing those sells, which were quite a nice amount of sells. So let's see. So yeah, for whoever is interested, join the MMT Academy, or if you like the tool that I'm using, join the MMT Discord, where again, for this week, the Academy is also free and available to everybody that wants to join. And yeah, we'll be monitoring the price inside the Discord after this session. So guys, I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. How to show up the imbalance? Mine are only shown when I zoom a lot. Ooh. Maybe answer this question still. When I zoom a lot, yeah, maybe you did not check the stacked. You have to check imbalance naked extension, because if this is not checked, you have to zoom in. But I mean, honestly, if you do not check them, you can also see them. So you can see this kind of red square here, green screen here, green square. These are basically all the stacked imbalances, but not extended. With extension, you can just see them more visibly, and once the price hits that extension, you can see it. You don't have to look, oh, where was this extension? Is it hit already? And so on and so on. So that's really awesome. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. Still don't see any bullish CVD. Don't see any aggressive shorters here yet. We did have a lot of longs on Hyperliquid exchange. Maybe wait for them to get stopped out, the imbalance is cleared, and then maybe look for the trade long for that relief bounce. And then dream scenario, as I mentioned, 97K, but we'll see still about that. Is order flow best at scalping, or time fractals don't matter much? I mean, both matter. Depends on what you're used to. I'm used to order flow. I really love order flow. Been an order flow trader for years now. It's really an advantage. Whoever is telling you that this is just gambling, like in a casino, you just put a trade whenever you want, like it's not true. Of course, when a trader tells you that he has 100% win rate, I'm guessing he's lying. I'm not guessing. I know he's lying. Maybe if he takes 1 trade, 2 trades a year that are really 100% confident, I have also those, but I don't want to wait for 2 trades a year because I can trade every day. Like, you have to have losses. It's kind of part of the game, but mostly with order flow confluence, with all the indicators you have here, you have to have, once you learn it, you have to have a good win rate. You just have to have a good win rate. If you're not stressed out, if you're just chilling trading, not getting your emotions in between, and knowing what you want to learn, what you want to trade, having open interest, having CVD, having aggressive shorts, longs, liquidations, and so on and so on. If you got a lot of those confluences, you're mostly like going to win. So it's not gambling. I can guarantee I've been in this game for really almost 10 years now. So yeah, believe me that this is not gambling. And if you check out, if you go now into Discord, you'll see what I've been trading, and you'll see what I have been trading, and I did trade, and most of them are winners. Especially most of them are big winners. So yeah, win confluence with MMT indicators, MMT tools. Like, yeah, if you devote the time and education to this, you won't regret it. I can guarantee you that. So yeah, but that's it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Again, click the like, subscribe, reshare on any platforms, social platforms that you know of. Next week is, I think, Michael turn on also Wednesday, I think the same time as I did it today. So yeah, here we got the rejection. No longs for me yet, so keeping it chill, looking for stack imbalance to be cleared out, or again, dream scenario as I mentioned. But keep an eye on Discord. If some new areas will be popped up, everything will be posted in the appropriate channels from the coaches. And yeah, that's it from my side, guys. Enjoy the rest of the day or the evening, wherever you are on this beautiful planet. And yeah, trade safe, guys. Bye bye.